Skulljack.
Hey up, how's the doing? And welcome to Skulljack. On our left, we have Ashley from Team Leeds. On our right, we have Evil Gaz, Nordic champion. Ashley is playing Hayley. Evil Gaz is playing HB. End the fun.
And the fun. So, how do you fancy the matchup for either side?
Traditionally for me, Kate's matchup against HB wasn't great back in the prepaid days. I know a lot of people would probably disagree, but I didn't enjoy it. But Hayley, I find, for whatever reason, the HB matchup not to be too bad, because you always seem to have an answer for everything. She's a very creative runner, and especially with HB's ice allowing you to click a lot of it, it allows you to be creative. So I fancy Hayley's chances, but you're not going to count ETF out ever. ETFs it's one of those IDs that's going to solidly make money throughout the entire game, so we can't count it out.
And already with a great start, Ice baby.
You know, it is Gary B, so dude's a top player.
And Ashley slapping down a Procons.
Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Hayley recently, so if it's seeing a HB isn't too bad. It's NBN and all those tags that can kind of get annoying.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, just because the tags just tax you more than because you have to take those tags when you're playing against that kind of thing, and it means it's an inevitable tax.
And money and time.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing as well. It's why Wizard hates those kind of matchups, because you don't necessarily have the money to spare and the time to spare as well on those tags.
So Ashley got an early Procons early with early Procons early. Early Procons is always amazing.
Yes. It's nice to know if you can have something else like that zero cost turn one that you can slap down, like Artist Colony or
Technical Writer.
The other one is
Fansight.
That's the one, Fansight. Yeah, being able to slap those two cards down, which means then you've got more space to draw out with Procons, because that is the downside. Is that first turn you need to be able to have something else to install, otherwise you're wasting your money or wasting your draw. Gary getting this server going.
I actually missed what was in his hand. Do you have any ideas?
I don't think we'll be able to see his hand at this point.
I think we've seen a few things. So I think a Vikram is over R&D, and I think maybe a Turing on the remote.
I mean, you'd expect the Turing on the remote.
Yeah, are we expecting influence to be on Caprice?
I can't remember if Gary runs Caprice in this one. I think he does.
I always assume until you see otherwise.
Yes. Actually got in his hand. He's got an Aethops. I think he's got another Armitage, maybe. There's a Film Critic as well. There's a Toolbox, I think, as well in the end.
Film Critic won't do anything this match unless selling to Aesops.
Might have an APD.
Oh, true. Yeah, that might be true.
Oh, there it goes. It's down.
Well, you can always sell it.
This is true. Yeah, especially. Yeah, Aesops is so useful in that case. Just there's so many just different things you can just get rid of if you don't need it. It's just that.
Can Aesop sell itself?
No, it's another card, I believe.
So Gary getting those centrals nice and defended.
Yeah, he always seems to be able to do that as well. It just gets that money going, and you can just get those two deep servers on the centrals going.
Yeah, how many ice do HB conventionally run?
I'd say 17, 18, 19. Maybe 20 if you're going really, really ice heavy.
Both players in the cash.
Yeah, it's always going to be a rich matchup in this case.
Ooh, study guide.
Nice.
And a cash. Study guide, an interesting include, though you don't always see it. You often see the sci-sci.
This is true, yeah. I mean, it depends on how flexible you want to be, I think.
Well, you got to expect multi-threader if we've seen study guide.
This is true, yeah. That's I suppose.
And potential lockpicks as well, since Hayley can install them pretty fast, and you can even then sell them to Aesops. And if he's got technical writer, once you get a study guide going, there's not much that stops it other than a Will-o'-the-Wisp or some kind of rogue batty trash.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, once it gets to that critical mass, it just all your code gates just becomes so not taxing.
Turing is no longer an issue.
Oh my goodness, yeah. Yeah, I found. But that being said, Sci is still an incredibly good card in this kind of deck. I don't. Well, depends necessarily on how fluid he is with this. Maybe I'm just used to seeing Dean's toolkit of Shaper bullshit.
which is my favourite.
Oh yeah, that's the way I think you should play Shaper.
I've been playing the Melbourne regional winner version, and it a lot of bullshit. Very fun.
Yeah.
Very flexible and like with a minimalist rig sometimes as well. You can be really flexible.
It's just bonkers how easily that fucking tech can just put a rig together at the drop of a hat.
And be unpredictable with it, especially with like cards like Chameleon.
Yes.
In Hayley decks.
Yes.
Because sometimes it's the barrier breaker, sometimes it's the code gate. You're not sure if you can double tax them out. Are they running one Cyber Cipher? Are they running two? That remote getting stacked.
Yeah. Imagine it's at least an Ash.
Ashley not applying a lot of pressure, instead deciding to set up, and has set up massively.
I mean,
so Gary might as well go for the scoring window here, since you can't just sit back and not do anything.
No.
Might as well try.
Well, puts pressure on the runner at least.
Oh, definitely. Gets the game rolling, gets your ice raised and everything.
Draws another cash. Always nice.
Lots of hard drawing. Maybe trying to find... I'm not sure actually what he would be trying to find, because you could clone ship the SMC.
I mean, he doesn't have an SMC, does he?
Oh yeah.
I think that's probably what he's looking for at this point.
There we go. So we... Just going to either expect a killer or a multi-threader, maybe.
I mean, well, as Shaper is wont to do, probably whatever the hell they need.
Yeah, good point.
I mean, let's face it. One of those two pieces of ice on that server is the Turing.
Mm-hmm. So Vitruvius scored unchallenged. So a nice little counter there.
I think it was just a case of if he found the SMC click 2, he would have gone for it. But
so an early Vitruvius with a counter on may not seem that bad, but it's incredibly dangerous late game once the biotic labourers hit the bin.
Yeah, absolutely.
Incredibly dangerous.
Though you would assume that he's running Clot in this deck.
Yeah, true that. But if he's willing to, yeah.
It depends how easily he's able to, keep them in Clot. If you see what I mean. Because that's the thing about Dean's deck. He's got so many ways to keep it going.
I think that was a hunting grounds, was it?
I think it's been floating around in his hand for most of the game so far. I wasn't sure if it was a hunting grounds though.
And what's the? There's another one. Trying to get a good view of his hand here. Oh, it's Magnum Opus.
Is it?
I think so. That card? Oh no, it's gone. Oh, an R&D interface.
Modded in.
Are we triggering?
Don't think so.
So a 2.0 might catch you out a little bit, but should have the money to deal with everything running on your third click.
Yeah, he's got a decent amount of money. He's got what? Like 10 quid or so.
So maybe it doesn't want to res both pieces. Ooh, and there's the Viper, nice.
That's what? Could be 6 credits to break for now.
Well, getting up to that strength though.
Yeah. Well, he's got the that's quite nice with toolboxes that essentially counts.
Oh yeah,
counts
toolbox.
as a multi-threader.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, so maybe not even multi-threader if he's got the toolbox.
Yeah, that's true.
Doing the job really. And the V, is it?
That is a big one.
Yep.
Oh no, there was a 5. He had a load more money than I thought.
Mm-hmm. Pop in the code for what we're thinking. A David, maybe.
Ooh, no. I mean, I don't know if he's running a Deus Ex.
Deus Ex, possibly, yeah.
Or what else could you get at that point? That's pretty much it. Deus Ex, or unless you wanna. No, you can't. You can't afford 5-man.
5-man. I'm not sold on it.
I mean,
especially against HP, you really want it at that
he's got Assassin in there.
Oh no, yeah, that's true.
Although it does suffer from the AI hate on Turing.
Did he say clicked?
I guess he did, yeah. Clicked it.
But then maybe did he trace and then pay the trace?
Which click was he on?
3.
Ah, okay.
Well,
yeah.
We're doing a great job at keeping up with this game. We have an install advance. How's that for play-by-play? The Vikram, not so great as the first piece, because that first subroutine doesn't really mean anything, does it? But still, just such a meaty piece of ice. Should do some work.
I think it's just good because it's just good of its relative cost. Just 5 for 6. It's just pretty crazy.
Yeah, that's true. Right. So we have got an artist colony. So bullshit is enabled.
Yeah, and that is 100 grand, as you said.
And we'll see probably shortly if he is willing to sacrifice like beta tests to get the stuff he needs.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, either that or it just hasn't drawn his fan signs. I'd be very surprised if he's not wearing fan signs.
So there's the inevitable architect.
Yeah. Is it inevitable though?
It should be, in my opinion. If you're not running it,
you're doing it wrong.
Perhaps reconsider.
It
Still
is
a great
incredible piece of ice.
Yeah. If your deck supports it, if your opponent hits an architect turn 1 expecting a Biroid, then it puts you a turn ahead. And especially if you find like an Ash, you can just stop them right there and then.
Or just find that Adonis campaign you've been looking for.
Yeah, and install it and make a credit.
Yeah. Or go and get that Breaker Bay.
So figuring out what he's going to do with the architect here.
Does he have Chameleon? Mimic? Probably doesn't have Mimic if you've got Chameleon there.
Chameleon's always such a great shout.
I think he might have taken the brain damage,
Is there a brain damage counter?
No, there's not. Okay. I thought he had 4 cards at the end of that turn.
So he's letting the architect fire.
Ooh. Dangerous. Always a tough choice.
Always so agonising as the corp. What do? Do you play ice? Get that free install to build those servers?
Well, it's also because it's that thing of you don't tend to get that much information in large lumps with in Netrunner. Like when you're seeing 5 cards as the corp, that's a lot of information you've got to process.
Yeah.
And then think about what is the best thing I can do with these 5 cards I'm looking at right now.
Yeah. Reinstalling the Adonis is obviously what you do.
Incredible.
Even if it's bare, why not? You got it for free. So there's the Ash.
There's an Ash. He has got a buttload of link though. What's that buttload? Actually, no, he's only Hayley, so he's only got 2 links. Still, all the better.
Oh, aggressive secretary. Bye bye, study guy.
Gary, you bastard.
That is. I love you.
He's cheeky with those.
I love you, Gary.
Cheeky with
what
those.
a move. Oh, everyone forgets about the aggressive secretary. Everyone forgets about
These
it.
aggressive secretaries.
Oh, it's so good.
I think that's worth it. Losing an Ash and a Caprice to take out that.
Yeah, corporate troubleshooter for the modern age.
Oh my goodness, I know, right?
Because you bait that run and everything. So he's had an architect installed. Like the runner has spent a click. Gary's installed an Adonis, installed a piece of ice over R&D, and trashed 2 of the runner's programs.
One of which was a beastly study guide.
So I run on HQ since Gary's broke. Yeah. Might as well. Oh, I don't want to say that. So probably a pivotable turn right there. I think we've got a scoring window potentially. I'm not. Well, we need money actually, don't we?
Yeah, that's the thing. Well, it's ETF.
Yeah. So obviously going for that protect the Adonis.
Yeah, just means it's all more annoying to get in there.
Ashley trying not to sound too disheartened when he's saying Proco.
I mean, you would be a little bit.
Proco till you feel better. And challenge the remote of the right thing to do. But was on his... Not on his first click.
Does he know it's the Adonis in there? I'm assuming he does.
He definitely does.
Yeah.
It's an important Adonis trash, though, if you can get it.
This is true.
If he would have run on his first click, he probably would have stood a better chance, depending whether it's an Ash or
I think it's probably
a Breaker Bay.
We say that though. I mean, Gary still has to get up to 4 credits. Before... Oh no, I suppose it's breakaway. Doesn't matter.
So I think he's deciding whether to take a brain or not and go through.
It's not that bad at the end of the day.
I'd probably take it.
Yeah.
I don't really care that much.
Or is he going to install a study guide and get up to strength 3? I think he is.
Oh yeah, and he's got the toolbox credits as well.
Yeah. That's what, 3 to install. 7. Yeah, 9 credits.
Can he afford to trash the Adonis there?
Ooh, that's true. I think that's probably what he's working out.
Just taking a little brain hat.
Taking the brain.
Bye bye Levy, not that bad. I assume same on things in the deck.
One would hope.
Cha-ching!
Wait, did he just take the brain and bounce?
I think he might have run on his last click.
Ah, okay.
Proco, run.
Right.
So the game definitely in favour of Gary at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, he's kind of...
Still got that Vitruvius counter.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Oh, yeah, I suppose. Means that actually completing the bin isn't so bad.
Get what you want when you need it.
Yeah.
Clicklessly.
And he's effectively, secured that Adonis for now, even with just a small piece of ice.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Oh, so there's the multi-threader.
Yep. That's a lot of recurring credits.
Yeah. I can see why he's picked Hayley. It's obviously for the setup time.
Yeah, that is another thing. I've actually never thought of it like that. Just that she gives you that extra little boost early on because you're saving those clicks on installing stuff.
Yeah, and since Shapers have all the draw cards, they can always fill a hand up.
Yeah, that's true.
Quite easily to install stuff. It's not like Criminal where you're clicking.
I mean, it's why she got
On
game
Johnny.
day.
Pardon?
It's why she got game day.
Yeah, it's true. Game Day, underrated card. I'm
I
going to
love
say
game
that right
day.
now.
I think it's such a great card, just in terms of just theme and what it does as well.
If you've never played it, just put Game Day bookmark in a deck. You'll play Netrunner in a slightly different way.
It's just that first turn of install bookmark, host 3 cards,
Game Day.
play game day.
So
That's
good.
5 cards.
So good.
It's just fun to do that.
It is just fun to do.
Doesn't matter what those 3 cards are. Bookmark, host, have fun.
So, are we expecting Gary to go for a score soonish before he can get set up?
I mean, I think he'd
Or
want
is
to... Maybe he'd want to find again... Oh, that's the same old thing. I think he'd probably want to find something to secure that remote a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably why he's using Jackson at the moment.
Yeah.
I imagine he's probably had agendas in his hand for a bit, though, but Ashley just has been pushing the remote. He's left HQ alone so far.
No, he ran it once, I think.
Oh, did he? Oh, yeah, of course, he's on the architect.
When he had no money.
Yeah.
Never break a bay.
Although, just look how quickly Gary's back in the money.
Oh, yes. Yep. Like, if Ashley would have run first click and trashed the Adonis, we would have been looking at a whole different situation.
Absolutely. And it would have lost him a break a bay as well.
But it's Netrunner, isn't it? You get hit by an aggressive secretary, suddenly like your mind's in a different place.
Yeah, exactly. Like every single thing he advances now, you have to be like, wait, is that?
And I find it so annoying as well because it's like a turn later I'll realise what I've done, and I'm like, oh, if I just did that, my life would be so much better right now.
Jeez.
Boom.
That's some installs.
Oh, he used the Vitruvius, didn't he? Did he get the ash back out of the bin?
I believe so, because it's...
We're doing a really bad job at paying attention to this game, I'll tell you that now. We need to pay closer attention.
Keep going on tangents.
Well, with a Galacia matchup like this, and especially a Shaper deck that's doing a Shaper thing of playing a lot of cards.
Yeah.
Like, the tempo of the game's often, it feels slower anyway. I'm sure if you're playing on Jinteki.net, it might be quicker.
Well, it's just because actually, he spent that time setting up, drawing
Only
and
to get his
installing,
face kicked
and then he
in.
got reset. Well, not reset, but he got set back a lot, and now he's essentially having to do the same again, drawing and reinstalling to get back to the point where he was.
Mm-hmm.
I have to say, he has bounced back quite quickly.
Oh yeah, he's done a good job.
Well, I think that the money hit from Gary has maybe slowed him down in terms of where he could have been. But that being said, he is on a buttload of credits right now.
That's a lot of hardware.
There's a lot of hardware.
And a lot of resources and a lot of programs.
Like 8 memory right now?
8?
Yeah.
It's a nice little score out of the Vitruves there.
Not advanced though, but...
Oh, still nice.
Yeah, up to 4 points. He's now essentially on match point if you can find a GFI.
And to secure it with 2 more upgrades is probably worth it. So I assume it's a Breaker Bay and an Ash in there.
Or he found a second Caprice.
I think he saw drew a Breaker Bay earlier, so I'm just going to assume it's. But yeah, we still haven't. Yeah, we haven't seen Influence, have we?
Apart from Caprice.
Have we seen Caprice?
Yeah, she was in the server when the Aggressive Secretary was in there.
Oh right, yeah.
But he just declined to use her, maybe because he didn't.
Because he wanted to hit him with Aggressive Secretary.
Yeah. Well, you would at that point. Another RDI in hand.
Is that a pipeline? It can't be. No, I must have seen it wrong.
Might have been a Shrike, actually. I think that is Shrike, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No,
Maybe?
Sharpshooter.
Ah. All Sentry stuff.
Such a shame that Sonny's programs weren't better. Oh, no, it was a Shrike. Speaking of which. This is a bonkers amount of memory right now.
1, 2, 3, 4, that's 0, 5, 6, 7, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
That is a bonkers amount of memory.
I'll
I'll just reiterate.
Yeah,
that.
Yeah.
Shrike. I've seen it splash in a few Shaper decks since Shaper's options on like dedicated sentries aren't great.
Yeah.
Shrike is always a tempting option, especially with all the link that you can get in faction out of like Toolbox and stuff.
Oh yeah, this is true, yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot it was Cloudbreaker.
Yeah, so like Kate and stuff installs it for a discount. She's got that link to help it get going and whatnot.
Yeah, that is true.
And it's better than Pipeline.
Well, yes.
Well, relative.
I mean,
More
you've got
flexible.
Cloak and Dagger in faction, but obviously it's it's a different.
Yeah, that's a different
way
thing. It's a bit of
doing-
setup.
Yeah, exactly. Although that being said, in
Well,
Hayley,
the rest, it's still not bad, but it's not necessarily Shaper's
Shrike
thing,
is
it?
just a nice 2 influence.
Yeah, you're willing to pay
catch-all.
2 influence for a nice little breaker.
One card that deals with just about every sentry in the game, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
In decent terms.
Shapers can often make do with just like Deus Ex and Sharpshooters, though, can't they? And a Mimic or a Fem.
I think Hayley can easily do Chameleon.
Oh yeah.
Chameleon is.
Chameleon's
I think you
great.
could probably drop Mimic and just use Chameleon at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Explains why I thought I had 10 points.
Oh, it was the Caprice. You are correct. And a Breaker Bay. Track your clicks, boy. That is the only time I find you need to track your clicks in Netrunner is if you're going to make a run. If you're not making a run, it's fine. You can keep track of it, but runs away complicated stuff happens.
Yeah, and you get so involved in that one run, and then
Yeah.
you get to a point where it's like, wait, what was I doing again?
It's definitely something I'm going to be trying to do more at regionals and stuff. Track my runs track my clicks while I'm running. Because I play too fast to track them normally.
Yeah, that's what I think. It's just because I'm just so used to. I learned to play Netrunner with you and Gary, and we were just like bam, 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 bam all the time. and
It
just-
literally doubles my turn play time if I'm having to reach over and flip over a counter.
Yeah, this is true.
You should do it in runs, though, people.
You just need a way to track your clicks that makes you want to track them like that.
Side. Oh, and a bit different. So the run is ended.
He's got the money to keep smashing into it, though. I mean,
Yep,
it's 4 credits to get in.
It's the correct thing to do.
4 credits to play the side game.
So I'm going to probably bid 2, since Gary bid 2 last time.
I'll bid 0.
Well, if someone's on... Here we go. 0, nice, you got him.
And then again, 1, 2, 3, 4.
I would have scored that agenda.
So what, we're going for 1 then? Oh, the trifecta of...
Ooh.
are we going back to 2?
I'm going to go...
Well, you're more likely to change your decision, apparently, if you were
I'll
wrong.
go 2.
0 again, beautiful. Gary the master of side games. There's the GFI for the win. Well, I don't think... Oh, it's already ended. I don't think you can fault Gary's play there.
No, he did pretty well. That's
Absolutely
sneaking
solid.
out that aggressive secretary. Not sneaking it out, but, just slipping it in there.
Yeah, really pilots that HB deck to a high degree.
Yeah, and he's been playing with that HB deck for a long time.
I'm always very impressed when I watch Gary.
Yeah, he's probably... Well, he is the Nordic champion at the end of the day.
Yeah, but fair play to Ashley as well for... 'cause it's a very interesting Hayley deck. It's not your conventional Hayley deck.
Well, it's the recurring credits that it seems to be about. With just multi-threader and toolbox. Just
If
allows
he
you to
sees
get going.
SMCs and clone chips early and manages to get his rig online fairly
absolutely.
quickly, I can imagine it would be a bit of a powerhouse.
Oh,
I hope he's running a single tinkering in there since he's got to study guide.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like he got it up to 9 strength by the end there.
Yeah, tinkering, boom. Like unexpected shit. And tinkering lasts till the end of the turn as well, so
Ooh, fair enough.
you can play that Caprice side game over and over. Anyway, good first round, so that drops Ashley into losers.
Yep.
Gary remains Invictors? Winners?
The Winor.
Winner. Say bye, Steve.
Bye, Steve.
Bye, Steve.